What's the deal, y'all? This be your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode or review of the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show, okay? We're doing part 1 and part 2. Y'all do know that I've decided to give you guys reviews every single week of every after show for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So be on the lookout for them every Monday like today, okay? Every Monday afternoon, we're going to do an after show review, y'all. But before we get into the after show review, let me let you guys know what we got coming up. Now, you guys do know that tonight is y'all favorite Real Housewives of Atlanta panel, which is the Whether You Like It or Not panel, which stars Scotty by Nature TV, giving you the real tea, Josiah's World TV, Yocrates, Really Be TV, Simply Sakina, as well as Busy Blue. We will be over on Giving You the Real Tea's platform, so make sure you guys save the link and set your reminders, because after this video is posted, this tonight's live should be in the Whether You Like It or Not playlist. So make sure you guys go over there and get it. Also, remember that tonight is the premiere of Basketball Wives, and I will be doing my Basketball Wives review tomorrow afternoon. So be on the lookout for that. And on Wednesday, we'll be doing the Basketball Wives panel. Me, T, Josiah, and Jamie, that's me. So make sure you guys tune in for that, all right? So with that being said, that's pretty much all that we got for the church announcements. So we're going to go ahead and get into the Real Housewives of Atlanta after show. Now, what we're doing right now is part 1. Y'all do know that I let the music, well, not the music, I let it play while I just react to it, y'all. Because I don't want no copyright strikes, y'all. So we're getting to part 1, where the wives talk about Angela Oakley's big ass mouth read that she did on Britt Eady. That's the main thing that we talking about. So let's get into part 1, y'all. I had to take my shades off so y'all can get my natural reaction. So let's get into it, y'all.
The Real Housewives of Atlanta after show starts right now.
What happened at the pool?
I don't know why they laughing.
We had a ball. We had a good time. We was drinking. We had the money flowing.
The pool was a moment. I was having a good time, baby. We was
It went from making a music video
We were making a music,
to...
yeah. Brie got naked. I didn't have to give her no ones.
We bonded over twerking and drinking. Yes, we had a good old time.
It's what I needed at the moment. I actually really needed to get down there and just let our hair loose and have fun.
It was a good time. And then everybody started talking trash. You know how you do when you think ain't nobody watching. We were having a good time. They started talking trash about Ange, Big Ange. Yeah, about Big Ange.
Not Big Ange.
Angela was just a casualty of war that night. It is what it is.
Honestly, we were having a kiki about her because she gave me such a hard time the whole trip.
Kelly, you asked the question initially.
So my question was, why did she take that woman's husband?
The world wants to know. I don't think the world got that answer.
So everybody was like, yeah, what's up her ass? And then, we just started talking
So you could hear, you're in your room, paint the picture for me.
So the picture is, I left the dinner remorseful. If I offended you in any way, I apologize. I prayed about it and I went to sleep. And I think it was just God himself who was just like, wake up, baby. This is what you're dealing with.
If you wasn't invited to this moment, you should not have been peeking through the window. And that's what
This is what I don't understand with Britt or Portia. Why y'all talking shit, first of all? And number 2, why y'all mad that she overheard y'all? Like, I don't understand that. Like, yeah, sometimes we get with our friends and we be talking shit and we be doing all that little extra shit. Like, yeah, that's true. Like, ain't nobody perfect. Ain't nobody like acting like that don't happen. We already know that it does. But what I'm saying is, Britt, what I'm saying is, Portia, she ain't gotta be invited to the party. She heard you motherfuckers talking about her in the motherfucking pool. So I'm trying to understand why y'all trying to act like it's her fault that she heard y'all. You motherfuckers in there talking about her. So therefore she came outside to grip y'all up verbally, and now y'all mad. Get the fuck out of here. But y'all bonding over twerking. Of course y'all gonna bond over twerking because y'all don't have no substance. Let's be clear. Portia ain't got no substance and Britt ain't got no goddamn substance. And this is the reason why they're both flopping this season, because they don't have no damn substance of anything. But y'all mad at Angela because they overheard y'all talking shit. Girl, get the fuck out of my face. Let's continue on, y'all.
what Angela was doing. You peeked up, rolled the window down. Oh my God, girl.
She wouldn't have let the window up if she never would have heard you motherfuckers talking about her. Like, how the Y'all mad though. Y'all just mad because y'all got caught up. That is the only reason. Like, shut up.
Even think that she
Rapunzel.
overheard us. I think she was ear to the window.
That's how y'all gonna spend it eavesdropping. They called my name.
Eavesdropping is crazy.
They called my name.
They didn't know your room was right there.
They didn't use their brain cells. The brain cells took a vacation.
Actually, when I go to bed, I
Not the brain cells took a vacation, but I don't even think they took a vacation because you got to have brain cells in order for the brain cells to go on vacation. So in my opinion, Miss Ange, they ain't got no damn brains to even have any brain cells. And that's the fucking problem. The brain cells are fucking absent. There's no brain up there. It's just rocks, air, probably a little bit of water up there, probably a pond or something. But it really ain't no brain up there, Angela. You giving them way too much credit to say that the brain cells were absent because brain cells wasn't there. That whatever you said, because honey, they ain't got them
Right there.
They didn't use their brain cells. The brain cells took a vacation.
actually, when I go to bed, I go to bed. I don't then stand at the window.
I heard my.
I still can't get over Portia. They're really trying to make it seem like she's wrong for overhearing what the fuck they said. Y'all said the lady name now. Come on. Y'all said her name. Y'all, I mean, that's why she came out there and confronted you motherfuckers. Like, stop. But okay, girl, continue to be dumb.
My name, and I heard them saying, and why she talk like that?
Like what?
My Chi-Town swing, my slow talk. And why she use words like that? I'm like, are we elementary? Like, what are we doing? Is this
Like what
Dumb
kind
and
of
Dumber?
words?
I guess I was using words that didn't fit their vernacular. It could be gracious. They didn't know. They wanted me to break it down. When I came,
I'll tell you what I said. I said I did not know her. I only knew Charles, and it was surprising that out of all these years, I'd never met her, never seen her. And I talked about how I didn't think she could dress that well. But that was that. I mean,
Now, Shamia, I love you to death, but baby, you cannot talk about nobody not knowing how to dress because all these outfits that you didn't put on since we have heard that you've been on this show has been a hot damn mess, and you cannot dress like that, and you cannot give anybody any advice about how to dress. Please stop. They're just like me trying to give a motherfucker advice. I'm not a fashionista, so Shamia, you don't need to speak on nobody's clothes. Just saying, like, keep the clothes, talk to yourself.
did laugh when, Pete talked her trash.
I don't remember. You have to ask Brett. I was tipsy. We all were.
I mean, she definitely said she would f that woman's husband.
Portia was just smiling like,
Which we do know that she was that woman's husband. She not already somebody's husband already, so we already know that.
I should Charles. And I'm like, that's my calling card. Because now, bitch, I know you people husband.
Wow.
I know you do it as a sport. And now you're going to bring my husband in it? I got to check you on that. I got to get on my clothes.
And you heard her say that.
I heard her say it, and 5 seconds later, my ass was down them stairs.
Now him tell me that you heard me say Charles' name, but I hear you talking about me. Put on my pajamas. It's like, let's be dressed good.
They thought they saw a ghost when I came down those stairs.
Of course.
Remember, she came back to the pool after all of that. I'm like,
she
girl,
did. She did. In her
I
little
just fell
red silk
asleep.
outfit. I was like, that's what you be wearing at home?
Now see, now I will be quiet now.
So what did you say when you went down there?
I was like, hey, Portia, you want to talk to me? And you said something about my husband. I don't give a about what my husband's doing. I just lost it.
What was crazy was she just kept saying Charles.
She kept, I'm like,
And
if
we were
you're
like-
mad about your husband, why would you come down saying Charles? I would be like, you.
It wasn't even about Charles. It was about you're disrespecting me.
You disrespecting our marriage, our
At the
family.
end of the
That's
day, you're
disrespectful.
disrespecting me.
That's just a line you don't cross. That's like a boundary. Like,
that's
whoa.
But the
Portia don't know anything about boundaries though, Drew. And all y'all know she don't know shit about boundaries. So why are y'all surprised?
even if she wouldn't,
That's
Charles, you said it. You don't just play like that. I'm not gonna say it and play it if I don't mean it or if I've never done it. And what further pissed me off is that none of them women checked her. This is a sport for her. And if you see your friend saying something vile and you're married, you can look at her and laugh and kiki with her. I lost respect for all of them right there. I'd never seen a woman control other women like that. And
Called
that's
yes
what,
man, but she had yes for
goodness.
men.
It was like an audition and it was scary.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. And I'm not fighting nobody else's battles. I have gotten in so much trouble
You
fighting
need
battles.
to learn to just
I'ma
stay
just
out
shut
of
up.
it. And P needs to learn to stop trying to everybody's husband.
Now that is true, Kelly. She does need to learn how to stop trying to fuck everybody's husband. Now that is true now.
Damn. Cha-cha.
That bitch is spoiled.
She is.
Literally. She gets her hair colored. She gets a massage. Her lashes put on. Cha-Cha's probably cost at least over $5,000.
Cha-Cha, real smooth.
She definitely had the level of luxury. I mean, we had doggy champagne for the dogs, champagne for the adults. We had massages for the dogs.
Yes.
We had a doggy show. We had a doggy VIP area.
So what do they have to do to get a section?
They had to have a special wristband.
Next time I'm
VIP.
gonna rent a dog just to come to the party.
Are you gonna rent the dog?
I know one. Oh, but no, they said she's a bird. Never mind. Keep going. I have to catch the next one.
No birds could come to the dog event. But no, Cha-Cha had a really good time. She had a runway. They did like paw prints to take home. And she got, when I tell you Cha-Cha got so many gifts, we got dog beds for days. It was cute.
Do the twins or your daughters ever get jealous of Cha-Cha?
No. Let me tell you something. Cha-Cha
lives the life.
Are we really sitting up here talking about Cha-Cha? Child.
Lives the life of luxury. Her hairstyle alone is $1,000 on.
I was gonna say, but we don't talk about how like they clip dogs' ears.
They clip dogs. So somebody said that, oh my God, she's piercing her dog's ears. I'm like, y'all, if I pierced her ears, you think they would be those rhinestones?
No.
Come on, guys. No.
It's stickers.
It's a sticker. It's really cute. But no, Cha-Cha lives a really good life. And the paint that they use, like the dye and stuff that they use, is vegan friendly.
You can eat it.
Pet friendly. It's so good. She's been getting her hair dyed ever since because Cha-Cha she was stolen. Girl, Cha-Cha was on the 6 o'clock news, child. It was a
Somebody
whole
stole her
thing.
from you?
Yes. Cha-Cha was stolen. We had a reward for her. The police were involved. We wound up
I still can't believe we're talking about Cha-Cha.
locating her on Craigslist.
Okay, this is so crazy because the same thing happened to my dog. My high school dog was named Cha-Cha.
Are you serious?
On everything.
She was stolen?
And she was right in the neighborhood. Every time I would drive home from school, I would tell my mom, I'm like, I hear my dog. She was like, okay, well, I don't believe that's another dog, Shamia. So finally, we went and knocked on the door. My dog was right over there.
That's so interesting.
That's why I think we have so much in common.
Yeah, and Cha-Cha was stolen right out of my neighborhood. I think they were trying to get her babies, though, because she wasn't fixed. No. So can you imagine trying to get Cha-Cha pregnant?
They would have killed her.
Getting Cha-Cha pregnant, they would have made so much money. People pay a lot of money for those dogs.
My dog was over 10 grand. So she deserved that party.
Cha-Cha deserves justice. So that's why she got that party.
Angela, you and Britt get into it at the Bailey Q.
You have something you want to tell me because the energy.
Coming out of my mouth.
That big ass mouth, I should be able to read.
No, you was ready.
I was ready.
You tried to trick us with that old bright yellow dress. Yeah, I was like, oh, she's coming with sunshine. I was like, oh no, she's the queen of darkness now.
I wanted to give the girls Big Bird. They called for Big Bird.
Big Bird energy, honey. Big Bird energy.
Then she wear yellow again.
She wore yellow. There's no way. But the way before we even do that,
she wore yellow again.
The way that Ange gave it to Britt, I know I love a good read and I respect it. The lady said, you got stretch marks on your mouth. What? Angela!
It sounds like you need to use that mouth more often.
Oh, I do. Not as much as yours with the stretch marks around it.
Angela, I apologize right now for anything I've said and done to you.
No, seriously.
Because the way that Britt mouth started trembling when she said that, say it to me. Say it to me, I'm going to do it.
And you got stretch marks on your mouth. They was stretching like this.
Listen, Angela is the MVP, honey. I'm trying to tell y'all, Angela is the MVP. She's winning everybody over, honey.
I was so shocked at Angela. I'm like, now, Angela, where you been?
Thinking me and Angela had just did this walk in the park. I thought we had a heart to heart. We was getting to know each other. We have similar family backgrounds. And then she switches. And that's where I was just like, you know what, Angela, I can't really rock with you like that.
Who the f do you think I am? Like, I know I gave you this Miss Nice Girl.
Yeah.
I'm not her. Hey, you're a whore. You one of them. You must be one of them because you know about
I remember you saying that.
his whole profile. You one of them because I know you're a whore. I'm not letting up off you.
When she said you probably one of my husband's whores, I was like, whoa.
No, Charles. Charles said, how catch a damn straight?
She's a whore.
Oh, wow. Yeah, when that whore, that last part, Because like, whatever, but like, whatever, whore?
We can be a hoe for our husband, right?
Oh, absolutely.
In the bedroom,
And
we can
boyfriend,
turn into a hoe.
Boyfriend.
Yes. Don't forget boyfriend.
Okay.
Oh my God. All I gotta say is this. Angela is reading a girl. She's giving the girls a run for their damn money. And I know that Angela was not the one that everybody was thinking would actually, read the girls down. But Angela is giving us everything that we need. Okay, she is the running MVP. It started with Shamia, but now Angela is the MVP at this particular point. She is running these girls. She's running them. I can only imagine what she would have been like if Kenya was still in the building. Okay, like that is crazy. She did read Britt down for real. She actually did. Okay. So now we're about to get into part 2 of the after show, y'all. Y'all know it's time for me to give my natural reaction once again. So let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's take a listen.
Let's talk about Cynthia's Bailey Q.
But I do an annual event called the Bailey Q. For me, it's usually around the 4th of July. I made it more of a Juneteenth thing this time because I just wanted to just recognize Black greatness and our ancestors and everything that we went through as slaves and all the things, and just really change it up. Historically, I think it's important for us to recognize Juneteenth. Going forward, that will be how I do the Bailey Qs going forward.
Cute.
And I had a little theme. You guys all complied. You guys look great.
Why y'all so quiet?
Everybody wasn't on theme, but
Why is that?
Right.
I mean, this is the day to bring up the dashikis, the African gods.
you did
and
so
y'all-
good with your theme. You killed it.
You know, I like a theme now.
You killed it.
And since my husband is Kenyan, East African inspired to that people.
Okay, coming to America.
You do know my husband is Kenyan, right? Dashiki me. I want it to be full on, even down to like
It was so good.
the grill.
Okay, come on, grill.
No, that
it
was
was so
fun.
good.
That was a fun thing. What did you think about the psychic?
Girl, the psychic was
Oh, was it the
interesting.
I'm sorry, she called herself a
Medium?
Hands are sweating. You know what that means.
It's a prophet, Shamia, not a psychic.
picking up stuff already.
Mm-hmm. The prophet told me about my ex-husband. The prophet told me about like all the things that were happening in my life. And I ain't gonna lie, she prophesied. She was on point.
What did he try to do with the car? He did that to be vindictive to you.
Oh my God.
That's why he sold it. Nobody knows that. Yeah. I literally only told Britt.
Yeah. She scared me. I'm like, do you know that man?
Girl.
Everything was true. It was so weird. I never met that lady in my life. I'm like, did you Google me? But then even some of that stuff that you could Google, some of those things wouldn't pop up. She was on point.
I've been known to have a prophet or two or three. Prophet Lot has become an intricate part of our family. And he was going to do our baby blessing for our daughter, Anaya. That's more accurate. Now that was the accurate read right there. Because the prophet told me up, like, it's important. And that's just from like, my childhood. My mom's a pastor. And so there was always people praying for me and covering me. So
yeah, you started the prophet movement in this group.
Did she?
Yes. These people are my family and you playing with it. You're playing with the church. You're playing with the prophets.
You know what?
You're praying on
Oh,
prophets.
Lord,
And you got that Delilah spirit. When
Motherfucker.
prophets speak, they're like hearing from God.
True.
And at this point in this group, I just didn't feel like everyone needed to know
Right.
this information
I
because it
understand
could
that.
later on be weaponized. I just didn't feel like in a
Right.
safe space. So
I actually agree with Drew. These girls don't even like her. So why should she have the prophet talk to her in front of these girls? They don't like her and they don't give a fuck about what's going on with her. So why would she feel comfort with talking to a prophet in front of them? And then they act like they didn't understand it. Girl, continue to do you, Drew.
when we had our private session, I mean, she was on point.
Really?
To the point where she was saying things that I was like, it was touching my spirit,
Wow.
just about Ralph and my marriage and, how I need to stay focused on my career because everything the enemy's trying to take from me it's important for me to continue to walk in my purpose. That was basically it in a nutshell. And I was like, I got to get private sessions from you because she just knew so much and just how I was feeling. And she even said, even with the group, you know, you need to find a way to become vulnerable and get comfortable with some of the ladies and be careful who you trust.
It was hit or miss with her. I don't know.
What did she say about you?
Well, she did pick up that I needed to start back doing music.
Good.
Or whatever. Maybe play the piano again, all the good stuff. But then she was talking like we in some trouble financially. And then I went home and I was like, I'm gonna have to see that account.
Yeah, let me talk to my man.
Nice Aliyah dress.
Right.
Let me see what we
have
got
a conversation.
I want to make sure these kids can still go to private school.
Yes.
And the counselor's accountant.
They were good.
So I was like, well, do I need to slow down?
I'm all right.
Do we need to downsize? No.
How often do you use her?
You know, at least twice a year. And then
okay.
sometimes she'll just call me and say, hey, I need to talk to you. And then she'll just, you know, have like a, whatever they have.
A word will
come to her and she'll just call me. I don't think it's about
That's
like,
crazy.
you know, every
That's
single
not crazy.
word they
That's
say is
wrong.
like, oh my God, you know, I have to believe every single thing or receive every single thing. But I think that receive the good, receive the positivity. And I felt like for the most part, the ladies had a good experience.
I really came into this group with an open, welcoming embrace. Like, I give everyone a chance. You know, I want to know. You want to get to know everybody.
Right. I'm big on reciprocity. And I think it's important to come into this circle. Drew, you've been here for a minute. Trying to be nice. Trying to get to know, you know, trying to get to know the ladies all individually, you know, a clean slate. But once they show you who they are, or show their ass in this case.
I heard some things yesterday that I wish I didn't hear. Portia was inebriated and all of her truth fell out. She said, I should Charles.
Sometimes in this group, ladies just say dumb they say mean shit. I think a lot of that behavior is coming from somewhere usually that doesn't have anything to even do with you at the time. The Bailey Q for me was an opportunity for you especially. I just needed to let you marinate for a little longer.
Over here, still marinating on
But I
word.
felt like I saw an opportunity for you to make amends or at least get on a new page with Portia and also with Shamia.
When we got back, I gave Mrs. Oakley a minute. I texted her.
What
Her
she said?
response,
Ooh, I see it. Wait.
after witnessing the disrespectful behavior towards me and my husband, it's clear that our morals and values don't align.
Okay. Wow.
You just got into the circle, so I felt like, you know what, this is an appetizer, child.
Yeah.
So you just come on in here and have the conversation.
I just wanted to create a space for you guys to have a conversation. I spoke to Angela and I spoke to you, Portia. So I'm gonna leave it to you guys to talk.
Okay.
If that's
Thank you, mediator.
I did that for you, Cynthia. I would have never done that any other circumstance. I truly appreciate you just giving me some wisdom. It's not. So I based it off of you and the trust I have for you. And I was willing to at least hear her out and hear where she was coming from.
What you walked up on.
Yeah, I think because Angela's just like me. When I don't fuck with you, I don't fuck with you. And to be honest, it just depends on who you are to get me to talk to these motherfucking people. Because once I'm done with you, baby, I am done with you. Okay, and that's on period. Let me continue.
Was a complete after party. Somebody brought up something, and I was like, yeah, what's with Angela? Why does she always bring up her husband to me?
But you were the person who said you should Charles.
Girl, no.
Blame it on alcohol. That's what you said.
No,
That's what I heard.
no. I'm not that person.
Girl, don't take it that deep. You weren't supposed to hear that. We were talking
And I know Angela done talk about all of us. So, girl, leave it alone.
Yeah. She explained there is no explanation.
Right, I'm like, how?
Let me
What was said?
If I offended you about your husband, that was not my intention. And I would like to move forward.
Come on, Jesus.
But for the sake of moving on, let me at least accept her apology and give her an opportunity
to apologize.
Because first time, shame on you, right?
Right.
Next time, shame on me.
Absolutely.
Exactly.
So that's her shame on you.
Yeah.
And then
right.
They made up so fast at the Juneteenth event. I just didn't understand. You still mad at me?
I honestly don't think that Angela should have made peace with Portia that quick either, because she's the one who said the shit. So, and we already know that she's capable of fucking other people's husband. She already did it. So therefore, I wouldn't have been too quick to be making up with her ass my damn self. But that Jimmy, okay? That Jimmy.
Jamia would like to sit down with you, and I'm sure you'll be very receptive.
She was not feeling me. She was giving it to my ass.
I don't really think the conversation is necessary because it's going to lend itself to something that is not good. Yeah, we're okay to disagree.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
I hate that it's like she wasn't feeling you.
I'm like, wait a minute.
She's not feeling you, but you could go ahead and forgive the one who wanted to your husband.
I was mad with her because I felt like we had just made amends.
Right. I just would like to start over.
Likewise. I felt like her and we connected because we're wise.
Yeah.
So the wives I'm around typically don't play about this.
Right.
At all.
Right.
On any level.
I was just so shocked. Like, you that mad at me? Yeah, I am. Because do you think it's funny if somebody said they want to your husband? Would you think it was funny? I was like, I mean, the way they say it, I probably would laugh. But I have a sixth sense of humor. And guess what?
But no, you would not laugh, Shamia. Girl, come on now. You're clicking, but you're clicking down because you tend to forget certain shit. Like, let's not forget from what the streets were saying. When Marlo said that she would fuck your husband, you didn't like that. So why the fuck are you acting like it wouldn't mean anything to you or wouldn't be no issue for you if someone said that they will fuck your husband? Girl, come on. Stop playing. Let somebody say they'll fuck Gerald. Let somebody say they'll fuck Gerald. You would not like that shit, girl, and you know you wouldn't. So let's not even do that. Let's not even play that game, child. Let's not.
If you can get them pants down, and if you can get that dick up out of them, I shouldn't have said this. If you can get that eggplant out of them pants,
right,
and get him to do it,
you might be a professional.
You know,
I felt like being around Shamia, even Brett, that the wives are gonna, you know, it could be giggles when it comes to our husbands.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna do that, Portia. And we will check you. Check your friend.
I did laugh at some of the stuff because it would have been awkward for me to be like, no, you don't talk about
Ange. Yeah.
We weren't close like that. And she was definitely riding for Drew like I was riding for Portia. I don't move how most people think I should. Like, if you
that's the problem. You don't move how people think you should. And that's why your ass is sitting on the floor crying over a motherfucker that don't care about you. But okay, Shamia.
What you say, I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I don't even think this was from a space of me and Shamia being friends because her and Portia are best friends.
Right.
And if I saw my best friend saying something that could hurt another woman or hurt herself, I'm a checker.
Yeah.
Because that's the true meaning of a best friend.
Right.
She didn't do it because it's this mind control that I witnessed in real time.
Not mind control.
It's strong.
At the time, when Portia said what she said, it was like, who knew you were up there listening? Now, would I move differently if she was there? I still would have laughed.
Of course.
But
being a little bit more, like a softer laugh, like a...
versus like
I personally can't have friends who won't
put me in my place
because I feel like you're looking out for my best interests by doing that. I don't want to just be out here doing dumb.
Everybody saying, "Oh, it's all good."
Girl, you good? Yes,
man.
No. Yes, man.
Please check me.
Check me.
Check me. I feel like y'all always checking me. So, like, can we spread this out? Please keep it even.
I mean, and Shamia just is probably in agreement with Portia. Like, no, I can't check you. Yes, you can, and you should.
The fact that you forgave other people before you forgave me for laughing, sis. Okay. Angela, is that you? She heard me. You heard that too? Damn. You got some ears and a nose. Stop it. Who would have thought? Your senses are heightened. Damn, little lady.
I'm so done with you.
She hears it all, smells it all, everything. She
is done with you.
Okay, so that was it. All I gotta say is this right here, y'all. Shamia looking real bugged out. And when I say she looking real bugged out, Shamia looking hella crazy right now. And she don't even realize how crazy she looks, for real, for real. Like, I just feel as though, like, girl, are you serious right now? Because you can't be. You know what I mean? Like, you really don't see anything wrong with the shit that you're fucking doing. Like, you don't see no wrong with that? Like, you don't see how wrong it is for you to sit here and be agreeing with, you know, this bullshit that, what's her name? That Portia's doing. It's not cool and it's not right. And the fact is, you keep on saying it really ain't got nothing to do with you. Okay, it's not your fight. But as a wife, I don't think you should be laughing at that type of stuff. I don't think that shit is funny at all. But you know what the fuck do I know? Okay, what do I know? What can I say if you get my drift? But you know, that's pretty much all that I got for this after show. I hope you guys enjoyed the review of this after show, and I will see you guys next week for another review of this after show. But like I said, be sure to tune into the Whether You Like It or Not panel tonight at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time over on Giving You the Real Teas platform, and be on the lookout for the Basketball Wives panel this Wednesday. Okay. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then, bye.
It's on some whole shit. What happened to the Zeus fame? Then Bobby made you change your name. For a show, still searching for a ring. Pray these hoes find better days. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Cut off everybody. Don't trust nobody. Play with everybody. Don't have nobody. Nobody. Nigga never was a real one. Copping, please, spreading lies. What you hiding from? All these shows just an extra.
Little dance style twerking on shit like bad bitch, munch it up, cock goblin, slapping ass on this dick, cock goblin, gobble up his dick, bitch a cock goblin, fuck him in his face, bitch a cock goblin. Attitude bad, but I'm better. Ass poke out.